CoDA journey started about a year and a half, a little less than a year and a half, a year and 5 months to be exact. What brought me to CoDA was that I was in a friendship with a boy that I was very, very dependent on. We talked every single day. We said good morning, we said good night. We would text periodically throughout the day. In fact, after he'd text me, and if I didn't hear from him for a few hours, I'd freak out and go into oh my gosh, where are you? Why didn't you text me mode yet? He tried to set some boundaries for our friendship, but still not really aware of CoDA, or not really knowing what CoDA was. I thought that him trying to place boundaries on our friendship was a way to push me away. I thought they were a bad thing. When really he was setting those boundaries to help our friendship, to protect our friendship. And of course, I got defensive and I resisted those boundaries. Finally, the breaking point to our relationship was there was a misunderstanding that he felt breached his trust. And he asked for space. Of course, what did I do? I did I'm gonna text you 50 times telling you that this is a mistake, there's a misunderstanding, we need to talk, this isn't what I meant, this was meant. And finally led to the point to where he reached out to me and told me, Lizzy, this isn't gonna work anymore. Please don't contact me anymore. Which really, really hurt. I have a little brother. He was in recovery at the time, his own recovery for something different. And he had been kind of giving me advice on how to treat this friendship, how to intercept, the words and the signals that my friend was giving me. Of course, did I listen? No. And also, it's my little brother. Really should have taken him more seriously. But after I talked to him about what had happened between me and my friend, of course, it was like, Lizzy, what the hell are you thinking? You need to go to CoDA. Not that I suggest you go to CoDA, but he's like, Lizzy, you need to go to CoDA, and you need to go to CoDA now. Very tragically, very unfortunately, I lost my brother. My heart still shatters every single morning when I wake up. My brother was and still is a huge part of my CoDA journey and recovery. I mean, gosh, he's the one that told me to go to CoDA. And I'm so thankful he did. Because CoDA has changed my life. And after my brother died, I felt very lost and very alone, just kind of wondering, not knowing how to navigate what do I do? I kind of went MIA for several weeks. And when I found my grief therapist, and I told her that I was part of Codependence Anonymous program, thank you for my higher power. Not only was she very familiar with CoDA, but also really familiar with codependent behaviors and triggers and the 12 steps. And literally the first thing she said to me was, you need to start going back to your CoDA meetings, because you're going to need to depend more on CoDA. You're going to need to lean on your CoDA family more than ever, and they're going to be the ones that are really going to be your biggest supporters through your grief journey. And here's why. A couple of recovery tools that I'm still learning, but I'm still growing, but I've learned a lot, and I can see have really helped me. I'm going to quickly share with you. The first thing is boundaries. Everybody grieves differently. That recovery process is different. And drawing that boundary, you need to respect the way that they grieve, not to jump in, try to fix, try to recommend Not everything works. Stuff works for certain people. That also includes, drawing that boundary for myself and my grief journey. That boundary being, this is what works for me. This is what I'm going to use. These are going to be my tools. These are going to be my outlet to grieve. Being able to give grace to those who give recommendations, but again, drawing that boundary. This is what works for me. This is what's going to help me. This is what's going to stick for me. The second biggest thing is self-care. Oh gosh. I'm a natural caregiver. I love taking care of people, especially my family when I see them grieving, especially my sister. I want to jump in, I want to be there, I want to encourage, I want to support, I want to be there for her. But the first and most important thing I have to think about is self-care for myself. And what does that look like? Going on a walk, watching a fun movie. I am all things Disney. I love Disney. Watching Disney movies. Reaching out to a friend, a trusted friend. Learning how to reach out, just reaching out for help, reaching out, needing somebody to listen. And third and finally is understanding and knowing my safe space and my safe people. Where are the places or the group of people or the people's going to be where I'm going to feel the safest, where I know I can break down and I know people will be there to help support and lift me up, to love on me, and just let me break down. The night that my brother died, I was supposed to facilitate at our CoDA meeting, and of course, I couldn't do it. In our facilitator WhatsApp chat, I explained to everybody, my brother died, I couldn't do it. A great CoDA friend of mine called me immediately to check on me. Not only that, he agreed to facilitate for me. And then didn't make it to the meeting, but kind of find out they did a moment of silence. My CoDA East Dallas peeps have been absolutely amazing, just by providing me space. I did go MIA, for a little while, but when I came back, just welcomed me with loving, encouraging, and supportive arms. They provided space for me when I needed to share, needed to grieve. And so I'm gonna wrap up with this. Just, guys, the importance of CoDA community. It's, a lot of, those of y'all that I've met, are kind of in the beginning stages of recovery, and it's not always gonna be easy. Some days, sometimes, some periods are going to be really hard. But the beauty, again, of CoDA community is that you have a support system that will be there to love you, to encourage you, to push you, to keep going, to keep moving, even when the times get really, really hard. My timer's about to go off. But wanted to leave y'all with this. The final words that my brother told me, was that I am worth it. And so I just want to express to everybody here, every single one of y'all in this room, you are worth it, especially on the hard days. If there's one thing, in your recovery journey that you're trying to remember, just remember, you guys are worth it. All of y'all are worth it. Thanks for listening.